Let's talk about the real reason why you keep hiring the wrong people in your business. Now, we have a saying in my Legacy Leaders Mastermind that you as a business leader should always be recruiting, ABR. And the reason why is that great organizations are built on talent and tenure. You need the right people that can take your business to the next level, and you need those people to be with you for long enough that you're going to be able to elevate the business and achieve your next level of success. Now, a lot of entrepreneurs begin down the path of hiring and building a team just to find out that this path is laden with landmines and all sorts of explosives along the way that many times can boomerang and end up creating more work and more struggle and more on your plate than even what you have imagined without this person in place, right? And a lot of entrepreneurs, as they go through this hiring process, they get really frustrated because they think of team, and the whole reason why they're hiring is they want to get work off their plate. And the truth is in order to build a successful team, it's going to be more work before it's less work. Because the only way you can build talent and tenure in your organization and create an autonomous team that can run without you is if you deeply invest in setting them up for success when you bring them in the door. Now, why do entrepreneurs consistently hire the wrong people so often? Well, first of all, it takes a lot of practice to get skilled at interviewing and hiring. So if it's not something that you've done many hundreds of times, chances are you're going to make mistakes in that process quite a bit. Number two, a lot of entrepreneurs don't follow a set of interview questions, and they don't repeat the same interview questions across candidates so that they understand how to compare and contrast the data, the information, the feedback that they're getting in an objective way. Number three, a lot of entrepreneurs are really looking to see whether or not they click with the person on the other end of the line, whether it's that they have a skill set that they want or a personality trait that they need. And a lot of times they completely ignore their gut instinct, which is usually either sending off warning flags or welcome flags for this person. I always tell people that no matter how great your interview questions are, your gut is always going to be your best guide when it comes to hiring. So it's learning how to tune into that. Making sure that you have multiple people interview any candidate that you're considering hiring is also going to be a great filter tool, because chances are one person in the organization is not going to catch something that the next person is going to catch, that the next person is going to catch. And so you're going to have a far better outcome when multiple people can come together and share feedback on this person that you're considering. The other thing is you absolutely want to make sure that you check references. Now, let's be honest. In today's day and age, people are very concerned and very worried about sharing real information in the reference process because they don't want to get sued or they don't want to be held liable for someone not getting hired in your organization. But chances are, even if the person that you're talking to is holding back and they're not giving you a ton of information, you can read between the lines and you can get a pretty good understanding of whether or not this person is going to be a great hire. One of the great things to ask is, if this person was willing to come back and work for you again today, would you hire them? Yes or no? And would you hire them back in the same capacity? Because someone might say, oh yeah, we'd bring them back. Would you bring them back for the same role that they were in? And do you feel confident they're the person that could take your business to the next level in that role? And if they start backpedaling a little bit right there and say, well, yeah, I think I hired them back, but not for the same role, that's an immediate tell that this person was not performing in the role that they were in, which is why they wouldn't hire them back for that job. So yeah, they pushed off the first question and they said they'd hire them back, but then they came back and they kind of gave you the tell that you were looking for. So slowing down is absolutely going to help you to speed up. And this leads me to the most important make or break thing when it comes to hiring. Most people don't begin the hiring process until they're up a creek without a paddle. It's overly urgent. The business is bursting at its seams. Someone already gave their 2 weeks notice. You had to terminate someone that was a problem for maybe weeks, maybe months, sometimes years. The biggest thing is you have to get proactive about making changes in the organization, which means you go back to the very first point that I shared in this video, which is always be recruiting. Building an autonomous, predictable, and profitable company hinges on talent and tenure. So the more that you learn this as an entrepreneur, the easier the path is going to be. If you want to learn a deep dive overview in how to build your dream team, click the link below and grab your copy of Bigger Than You, the Entrepreneur's Guide to Building an Unstoppable Dream Team.